Synopsis of Hudson and Rex Season 8 Episode 5. The team must determine who was sincere about burying their opponent when a survivalist tournament shows a finalist's body live on television. The play must continue even when Mark and Rex learn that the fake bear attack was actually a cuddle. The crew stages their own finale to capture the hugger, live on TV, after Rex's excellent hearing detects a dead giveaway in the disastrous broadcast. Episodes of Hudson and Rex Season 8. Summary of the Hudson and Rex Show. Charlie Hudson, a crafty major crimes detective with the St. John's Police Department, has an odd companion in Rex, a former K9 German Shepherd, whose enhanced senses help Charlie track down his targets. Together, they look into perplexing crimes, such as a kidnapping that exposes a far broader scheme or an art theft scandal that has deep roots in high society. This crime-fighting team is unstoppable thanks to Charlie's skilled detective work and Rex's acute canine senses. Rex and Hudson, Fortitude Newfoundland, is the title of the 5th episode of Season 8. Summary of the plot. The main focus of the episode is a survivalist reality TV competition that is being recorded in the isolated wilderness of Newfoundland. The storyline is as follows. The murder, a competition finalist is discovered dead, and the news is aired live. At first, the scene is set up to resemble a bear attack. The study, Rex and Detective Mark Hudson are called in to look into the death. They immediately ascertain that the victim was murdered rather than killed by an animal. They must determine which of the other candidates had a motivation to kill when the investigation takes them into the cutthroat, high-stakes world of the reality show. Key clue: Rex utilizes his acute sense of hearing to find a vital piece of information concealed in the audio of the bungled live broadcast, which gives away the identity of the murderer. Setting up a trap, after identifying the suspects, the team determines that staging a fictitious finale on live television is the most effective way to apprehend the murderer. The goal of this strategy is to get the murderer to confess or take a revealing move. Resolution: the Fortitude Newfoundland competition and the murder case come to a close when the live TV trap is successful in exposing and apprehending the murderer. The inquiry in Fortitude Newfoundland, Hudson and Rex Season 8 Episode 5, goes beyond a straightforward murder case, raising the possibility of an internal conspiracy. Comprehensive analysis. The first scene, the horrific live discovery of a reality show finalist's body, which has been purposefully prepared to resemble a bear attack in the Newfoundland wilderness, opens the episode. The beginning of the investigation, the distant site is responded to by detectives, including Mark or Charlie, depending on the airing, Hudson and Rex. They swiftly come to the conclusion that the bear attack was a complex cover-up for a murder, implying Th. Lead change. In Season 8, Luke Roberts plays Mark, a new lead detective who teams up with Rex. John Reardon, Detective Charlie Hudson, the show's initial lead actor, quit after choosing a different direction, with the production team following his recuperation from cancer treatments. Dynamics. As the characters get used to the new leadership, the episode focuses on the evolving team dynamics and the new professional connection between Mark and Rex. With personalities like Jesse Mills, IT, and Sarah Truong, forensics, playing more active roles outside the lab, some viewers observed that the new team dynamic felt different. The dogs, after Diesel, the original dog, passed away in August 2024, new canine performers, Dylan and Dante, Diesel's nephews, took up the role of Rex. Overarching themes for Season 8. The episode is a part of a season that emphasizes more intricate, in-depth plots, such as conspiracy arc. The team starts to uncover a possible conspiracy within the police department or a powerful criminal organization that is connected to the individual case, which is woven into a season-long arc. Emotional stakes. As the team cope with the shift in their dynamic, the season as a whole delves into themes of loyalty, loss, and the relationship between humans and animals. Essentially, Fortitude Newfoundland highlights the new cast dynamics and the stunning, untamed landscape of the locale, acting as both a standalone mystery and a building stone in the season's new direction. The endearing bond between Detective Charlie Hudson and his devoted German Shepherd, Rex, in the popular Canadian police procedural drama Hudson and Rex has enthralled viewers all over the world. Fans are excitedly awaiting news on Hudson and Rex Season 8 after the emotional roller coaster of Season 7. This article delves into the most recent theories regarding the future season's release date, cast updates, and plot expectations. Speculative release date for Hudson and Rex Season 8. Although Hudson and Rex Season 8's official release date has not been announced, we can speculate based on the show's production and distribution trends. Season 8 filming is scheduled to start in St. John's, Newfoundland, on May 10, 2025, and end on July 27, 2025. Hudson and Rex Season 8 is expected to debut in late 2025 or early 2026, maybe between October 2025 and January 2026, given the schedule for filming. Who's coming back for Hudson and Rex Season 8? For Season 8, the main cast of Hudson and Rex is anticipated to return, bringing back the well-known characters that contribute to the show's captivating appeal. Here are the people we expect to see based on the most recent updates. Detective Charlie Hudson, played by John Reardon. Dr. Sarah Truong, played by Mekong Gwyn. Superintendent Joseph Donovan, played by Kevin Honchard. Jesse Mills, played by Justin Kelly. Detective Mark, played by Luke J. Roberts. Rex, portrayed by Dante and Dylan. What can we expect from the Hudson and Rex Season 8 plot? A. Charlie follows Kendra's lead and sniffs the amulet. It smells like licorice, he observes. Sarah says, anise. Dog catnip. Kendra speculates that the victim may be a local off-grid survivalist. Jesse has some knowledge of survivalists. There is a survivor man at St. John's. Edgar Vance was a journalist who encountered a group of survivalists while pursuing another subject. They have been living off the grid for 20 years. In this camp, children have been born. This could account for the victim's lack of signs of contemporary living. Rex detects the same type of amulet that was discovered on the victim when Charlie is at Edgar's. Edgar says the organization gave it to him as a gift. Charlie's description of the victim makes it clear that Edgar knew him. Edgar identifies the victim as Heath based on the description. Heath loved the Count of Monte Cristo and wanted to escape the camp. Charlie chooses to look for a potential secondary crime scene when Sarah tells him that Heath would have lived for a day or two after the bullet wound wasn't instantly fatal. Even though his co-workers aren't thrilled about him going into the Barrens, Charlie seems unfazed by the 2-hour trip and subsequent hike into the wilderness. Charlie parks his car and sets out on the hike with Rex, dressed in trousers and a skimpy blouse. He plans to go on a day trek, but he won't have much in that little day pack and the pants are still not the best choice. Charlie seemed terribly ill-prepared for this excursion. At the location where the body was discovered, Rex takes a tiny pouch and sniffs it. It has a shredded page from a book that has been damaged by water. He sends Jesse a picture of it, but Jesse is limited in what he can accomplish with a picture. Charlie won't return to the precinct for at least 4 hours because he had to take a different route to the crime scene due to downed trees on the road. Jesse sends him a picture of Barron in the interim. A mugshot. It makes sense that Barron wanted his pictures kept private. When Charlie gets back to his automobile, the spark plugs are gone and a window has been smashed in. He doesn't know how to charge his dead phone. Oh. Charlie. Rex can detect the anise, so whoever broke Heath's demise is linked to the automobile. Charlie and Rex return to the wild. But not before writing a message on the windshield. Charlie uses a battery and a foil gum wrapper to start a fire as night falls. We soon discover that the cunning Kendra taught him a technique. Meanwhile, Sarah is worried. No one has heard from Charlie when she visits Joe's office. Joe calls Kendra at Sarah's recommendation, and Sarah goes to see her. Charlie and Rex are searching for water in the morning. Charlie follows Rex to a pond. Charlie dashes to the water's edge, but as he descends, he trips over a loose stone that moves under his foot. He gets knocked out after hitting his head on a big rock as he falls. Charlie awakens in the camp for survivalists. Rex pulls the P. Sarah asks Kendra how she and Charlie met while looking for evidence of Charlie. Kendra informs her that they were buddies in high school who got back in touch following his divorce. Charlie told Sarah the identical narrative in Kendra's debut episode, however in this instance, Kendra acknowledges that they went beyond simple friendship. She then spills the Charlie tea. Charlie was always a little distant from Sarah, Kendra informs her. A solitary wolves. And nobody finds this news shocking. That's why a relationship between Sarah and Charlie is still a long way off. There is still a lot of work for him to accomplish. Rex detects a gun buried in the sand at the camp. It comes with a torn page from a copy of The Count of Monte Cristo. After Charlie discreetly departs the camp, Baron becomes agitated and begins asking questions because he hasn't seen the police officer in a long time. With the woman in their lives, what would these men do? Sarah provides Jesse with the solution after he has overanalyzed the novel's passages. Look past the obvious. The solution is discovered, and the new viewpoint is priceless. Jesse may see the pen impression by magnifying the paper. One name stands out, Kent Coolidge. Another name for it is Casey. He is more than just the camp doctor. He has his weapon pointed at Charlie and is actually a convict on the run for the murder of his own father. Charlie is still hiking and trying to get out of the wilderness. Just observing him makes my ankles want to roll as he walks over old trees and damp ground. Did the rock incident earlier teach him anything?